Alright guys, so we're going to do a little bit different video than normal, which is going to be a Spawn collection video. Been wanting to do this for a while, it's just taken me a little while. I still didn't get to do it the way I had originally wanted to. I was wanting to go through all these books and put them in new bags and boards, but to be honest, I just want to get this done. Excuse me. Wait a second, let me get a drink of water here. Alright, so first up, we got Spawn Wizard Special Edition magazine. Next up, I've got Angela #1. I think there's a book on the back of this, which is Angela #9. So I may have two of those. Or Spawn #9. I'm pretty sure I've got two of those. The main reason I'm doing this is I got a friend I'm getting ready to send a box out to, and I'm going to send some doubles of Spawn comics I've got. This is Adventures of Spawn #2 and Adventures of Spawn Director's Cut #1. And then we have Spawn Godslayer and Deadly Duo. And another Spawn Godslayer. That's the trade paperback, basically. And then we've got Blood Feud #2 and 3 and 4. I thought I had #1 here somewhere. Maybe I don't. Some of these books got mixed up. I'll set that one back there because I think that's a double. Oh, there we go. There's Blood Feud #1. That's a cool cover. And then we got Violator toy book, the comic book that came with the toy. And then we've got Spawn and the medieval Spawn books that came with the toys. And here is Angela #3. I'll stick that back there with the Angela books. And we got Violator #1. Medieval Spawn and Witchblade #1. And then Creech #1, #2, and #3. Now this is what's left of my Spawn collection. I went through a few years back and got rid of a bunch of stuff. And I still might get rid of some more. Image United #2. Spawn and Wildcats #1. #2. #3. And my favorite cover on the Wildcat series is #4. As you can tell, we're not doing the actual Spawn books yet. I've got to get into another box for those, but we'll get to them here in a minute. Violator vs. Badrock. 1, 2, 3. And Badrock holding Violator's head on #4. And then we got Spawn the Impaler. That was a good book. #1, #2, and #3. And Spawn the Dark Ages 8, newsstand edition. And then these are some of my favorite covers. Curse of Spawn #1. One of my favorite covers in this one is #2. And this is also a really good cover, #3. Should be #4. #5. I guess I'm missing 6, so there's 7. 8. 9, another cool Angela cover. 10, another Angela cover. And 11. And then we got Priest from the movies. I think that was wasn't her name Priest? Yeah. #12. Did I skip 11? Nope, I got 11. #13. And #14. 15. I didn't have #16. So there's #17. And number 18. Number 19. Number 20. And 22. So I didn't have 21 either. Then I've got Spawn Kills Everyone. This is the a little bit harder to find third print, number 1. And then we got a first print of Haunt, number 1. And Spawn Resurrection, number 1. And Spawn Bible, number 1. And Batman and Spawn. And the second Batman and Spawn, the War Devil. And then I've got some trades. I've got this is book number 7. And then Spawn Armageddon Collection. And then we got Spawn book number 1. And book number 5. Alright, let me pause this and get some more books. Alright, so now we're going to start with the actual Spawn comic books. So, obviously, issue number 1. Classic cover. I'll save that, because I'm going to put that in a new bag of board. And then number 2. And we got number 3. How can I do this? 3. Oh, no, because I don't want these to stay in order. Number 3. And number 4. And number 5. And we got number 6 with the Overkill on the cover. And number 7. I think they did that as one of the classic covers. Toys. Alright, you know what? I got some more room here. Let's slide this all over so I can have some space to work here. Number 9, number 8, sorry, great cover. And here is the book that I was wanting to double check on. So I had a number 9 newsstand edition. And then I've got the regular, so I'm going to keep both of those. Now I'm going to put in a new bag of board. And put Angela back where she goes eventually. Then got number 10. And number 11. Kiko and Rude. And then number 12, that thing is old. That bag anyway, bag and board. Number 13. And number 14. And number 15. Number 16. And number 17. Number 18. And that is the newsstand version. If you're not familiar with newsstand versions, they're basically harder to find. It's like a 1:100 ratio on most of these books. So they are hard to find. You rarely will find them on eBay. And if you do, they can either raise the value a little bit or a lot, just depending on the book. And I'll point out a couple of them that are a little bit higher priced eventually. Then same book, just not the newsstand version, so it doesn't have the barcode down here. And then number 19 and number 20, newsstand. And 21 newsstand. And this is where I started buying these at the grocery store. So hence you're going to see a lot of newsstand variants. For whatever reason, our comic shop, well, we didn't have a comic shop, so I was buying these basically off the rack at the grocery store. So the fact that they're in, like, this one's an all black cover and it's in pretty good shape. And then Spawn 23 newsstand. Spawn 24 newsstand. This is one of my favorite covers. I love the chain and the fact that he's, you know, coming out of the chain circle. And number 25. Really like that cover too, just because it's a bright blue. And number 26. Another new. Most of these have been newsstand. If you haven't noticed, I might stop pointing them out, but if I notice it, I'll tell you. I just like this one because normally we get these black covers of Spawn, and it's, you know, he's just sitting here amongst some butterflies, and so just a different style of cover for Spawn. So that makes that one stand out quite a bit to me. And then I've got number 27, which, so I've got double of 13 back here. So I got two newsstands of that. And then I've got the regular cover and the newsstand of 26, so I will be keeping that. And where's number 13? And number 13 I've got doubles of, so that one's definitely going to a friend. This newsstand 27 is going to go to a friend, so I'm going to put that in this bag here. I thought I had a lot more doubles, but I guess a few years ago whenever I sold the collection, I ended up selling most of my doubles off. And 28 newsstand. It's a pretty graphic cover if you look. And you got number 29 newsstand. And coming up to one of my absolute favorite covers, you know, issue, I think it was 10 with when he killed Billy Kincaid with the kid scream, so I made, or boy scream, girl scream, so I made him scream, scream, and scream, where he basically killed Billy Kincaid, the child molester, with all the different ice cream components, like a ice cream scoop was stabbed in him and he was chained up and everything. I made a toy of it. It's awesome. I don't have that toy. I'm looking for it. One of my favorite story endings, one of my favorite panels in comics in general. This has got to be the second favorite. And this is essentially the hanging issue of Spawn. They also made a Collectors Club exclusive of this that I'm trying to find, of the toy. But the story behind this was Spawn took a KKK member. It's been a long time since I read it, but if I remember right, Spawn took a KKK member and turned him black, and basically all his KKK buddies hung him, which I think is very, very cool. Kind of remind. Well, I was just thinking about that. I was thinking about the Chappelle thing. Alright. Yeah, that's one of my favorite covers. I might have to save that out and put that on. Get a new bag and board for that, because that is one of my favorite books. And that's also a newsstand edition too. And then we got Spawn 31. We got the Redeemer, the newsstand. And then Spawn 32. Also newsstand. And Spawn 33 newsstand. And Spawn 34 regular. And this was where I stopped getting the newsstands. 35. And then we got got 36. Damn it, I'm getting these all messed up. 29. It was 30. 1, 32, 33, 34, and 35. And this is 36 newsstand. Cool cover. 37 newsstand. And 38 newsstand. I feel like there was something special. Is this first appearance of Cygors? No, I don't think it is. Oh, yes, one of the best covers. So there is number 39. And it looks like I do have 2 of this one, so this is going to go to a friend. This is also another one of my favorite covers. So that's probably going to get rebagged and board. And we got number 40. And 41. If anyone mentions anything about my heavy breathing again on here, I'm getting ready to have surgery. Stop making fun of a dude who needs to have surgery. It's not my fault. I turned into a mouth breather over the years. But I am getting ready to have some throat surgery and stuff. So hopefully at the end of this month, hopefully that'll take care of it and I'll be able to breathe right. And actually breathe through my nose and my throat. We will see. Number 42. I wonder if this is the same Tony Daniel T. Daniel that has been working on the DC books as of recently. 43, another cool cover. I think they made a toy of that one too. And then number 44 and 44 newsstand. Then one of my favorite covers, just because of all of the bright colors. I like all the bright colors on it because all of these Spawn books are typically muted. So I like this one quite a bit. So 45. And again, some more bright colors. 46, but I don't really care for this cover. I don't like how muscular Spawn looks. And 47, got trimmer there. Alright, so I'm running out of room, so we're gonna make some room here. And we got Spawn number 48. And 49. And 50. I might get a new bag and board too. And then we got Spawn 51. And 52. And 53. Malbolgia on the cover. $54. It looks like we got Commando Spawn here on 55. That's a cool cover. Or is that maybe the Arsenal of Doom toy? Still cool cover though. And 56. and 57, and 58, 59, and 60. I probably started collecting these in junior high, and I'm not sure when I exactly stopped, but there's probably a correlation between whenever you start really dating girls, you get your first car, you want to take girls out, and you stop spending money on comic books. So I'm sure that's when we'll see the full run away from some of these. I did buy a big section of these that I was missing because our grocery store wasn't consistent. So I ended up having to buy these years later, or not years later, but I bought a big lot of Spawn comic books and then kind of sold off the doubles, just so I could get in the fillers because I was missing, parts of the story and stuff. Then we got 63, and then 64, which they did make a toy of that one. Is that double bagged? Let's see. Why would you be double bagged in there? Printed and packaged in Canada, so I guess it did. So it is one of the shrink wrap that's got the Spawn 1997 catalog in it. So that's pretty cool. I didn't know that. So what was the issue? Issue 64 with catalog. Sorry, I'm keeping track of what I have and what I don't have. And then we got Spawn 65 and Spawn 66. That was a newsstand that I picked up for $2. And then we got the regular cover of that. Then we got 67. And 68. Newsstand. And 69. And then I got another 69. So they're both the same. So this one's going to go to a friend. I don't know where these bags and boards came from, but if you look at this, this is like a piece of plastic here. It's not as hard as a backer board. Ultra Pro. But I kind of like those. A little bit thinner. Seems like it does a pretty good job protecting it, and it hasn't really yellowed over the years, so I'd like to have more of those. I mean, they're not the best protection, but once you get them bagged and board and put in a box. And Spawn 70. So what was that last one? 69, 70. And then got 71. And 72. Is this Cagliostro? However you say his name. I think that's who that's supposed to be on the cover. And then Spawn 76. So here's where we start to, so from 71, have basically up to 72 complete. And then, yeah, 70, 71, 72, and then we jump to 76. $69. Alright. And now they're not going to be in any kind of... They're going to be numerical, but I'm missing quite a bit after this. So there's number 80. And 84. And 89. And then another 89. Any differences on these two? Can't really decide which one. So put the with the friend pile, and then got number 90 newsstand variant, and number 90 regular. And then 91 newsstand, and 92 newsstand, and 93 newsstand. And then I've got issue 100, which there were several issues of this released, and I'd like to have them all one day. And then issue 101. And then issue 102. So let's see. So they are the same. So that will go to a friend. And then we got issue 103. And another 103. I actually just bought those and paid $5 a piece for those, and that was the, if you watch my comic haul a while back, that was the old guy who basically was like, I got a bunch of comics upstairs, what do you want? I'm like, Spawn. He's like, I'm just gonna grab a few books, and if you don't like them, I'm not gonna bring any more down. Okay. So he brought down like 5 books, and he's like, you're buying them, alright? Alright, I guess I'm gonna buy them, old dude. So there's 103. And then 105 newsstand. And 106 newsstand.